Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about 11th standard accountancy unit 12 final accounts part 1 illustration sum number 3. From the following information prepare trading accounts for the year ending 31st December 2017. The given informations are opening stock 50,000, cost of goods manufactured 12,000, cash purchases 60,000, cash sales 85,000, purchases returned 2,000, carriage inward 4,000, freight outwards 3,000, coal and fuel 2,500, dock charges on purchases 4,000, import duty on purchases 3,500, wages 11,000, sales return 3,000, credit purchase at 35,000, credit sales 60,000, other direct expenses 7,000. So we read what they given. What we have to do? We have to prepare the trading account for the year ending 31st December 2017. So the heading is trading account for the year ended 31st December 2017. The format of the trading account we know very well. It has two sides, debtor side and creditor side. Left hand side, debit side, we have 3 columns, and right hand side, credit side, we have 3 columns. That is particulars, inner amount column and outer amount column on both the side. Let's enter debit side of the trading account. Which account is to be entered first? Always we have to enter opening balance on the debit side. Okay, so opening stock 50,000 is to be entered in the debit side of the trading account. On debit side of the trading account, we always started with the word to. Okay, so to opening stock 50,000 is entered on outer amount column. Listen, after entering opening stock, we always enter purchases account. Okay, so what they given here? They have given here cash purchases. If they given cash purchases, credit purchases also should be given. Okay, so we have to enter cash purchases and credit purchases in debit side of the trading account. Listen, after entered opening stock, we have to enter purchases account on debit side of the trading account. They have given cash purchases and credit purchases. Both the amount you should enter inner amount column, because we have to do some calculation here, some adjustment here. So for that you should enter cash purchases and credit purchases amount is to be entered on the inner amount column. So cash purchases has 60,000 and credit purchases amount is 35,000. We have to add it on both amounts. 60,000 plus 35,000, we got 95,000. That 95,000 too we have to enter inner amount column. Okay, after entered purchases account, we should find whether they given purchases returns. Yes, they have given purchases return 2,000 rupees. Listen, purchases, we should subtract purchases return from the purchases account. So for that you have to write less purchases returns 2,000 rupees is enter inner amount column. Okay, after that you should subtract 2,000 from 95,000, you will get 93,000. This is the net purchases amount. 93,000 should be entered in outer amount column. Are it clear? Okay. Listen, we have to mark what are the accounts entered. Okay, opening stock entered, cash purchase entered, credit purchases also entered in debit side of the trading account, and purchases return also entered on debit side of the trading account. Okay, so what we have to do? Listen, next we have to enter cost of goods manufactured. Listen, first you should enter opening stock of. After that you should enter purchases account. After the purchases account you should enter cost of the goods manufactured. What is meant by cost of goods manufactured? The expenses occurred when we manufacturing goods manufacturing the goods. Okay, the manufacturing goods are debited in trading account. Listen, what are the items is to be debited in the trading account? Cost of the goods manufactured and all the direct expenses related to the purchases of goods is to be entered on the debit side of the trading account. Okay, so you should enter cost of the goods manufactured 12,000 rupees on debit side of the trading account. So to cost of the goods manufactured 12,000 rupees is to be entered outer amount column. Carriage inwards 4,000 rupees. What is meant by carriage inwards? Amount paid for the transporting the goods purchased, bringing that goods to the godown, or bringing that purchased goods to the business premises should be entered on debit side of the trading account. So for that, on debit side of the trading account, you should write to carriage inwards 4,000 rupees is entered on the outside amount column. Then freight outwards 3,000 rupees. Listen, freight outwards will not appear in trading accounts. It is not direct expenses. It's a indirect expenses. It is only enter on profit and loss account. It should not enter on the debit side of the trading account because it's a indirect expenses. Direct expenses only you are going to enter on the debit side of the trading account. So we have to omit it. Then come to coal and fuel 2,500. So coal and fuel is the cost of goods manufactured. It is to be entered on the debit side of the trading account. So on debit side of the trading account, we entered to coal and fuel 2,500 on outer amount column. And dock charges on purchases rupees 4,000. Listen, whenever you see the word on purchases, import duty on purchases goods, listen, whenever you see the word on purchases, it should be entered on debit side of the trading account because this is the direct expenses on purchasing goods. Okay, so dock charges on purchases 4,000 rupees and import duty on purchases 3,500 rupees and wages 11,000 rupees. These three accounts is to be entered on debit side of the trading account. So for that we entered to coal and fuel 2,500 rupees, to dock charges on purchases 4,000 rupees, import duty on purchases 3,500 rupees and to wages 11,000 rupees is to be entered on outer amount column of the debit side of the trading account. And listen, other direct expenses 7,000 rupees also enter into the debit side of the trading account. So as per the format of the trading account, we should enter the other direct expenses 7,000 rupees to be entered outside amount column. So from the given information, we have entered debit side of the trading account. Then what we have to do? We have to enter the credit side of the trading account. Let's take cash sales. Okay, if they given cash sales, credit sales also they should given. Okay, they should be given. Listen, here credit sale also given here. So for that we have to enter cash sales and credit sales on credit side of the trading account. Listen, let's take debit side. On purchases, cash purchases and credit purchases, we have entered inner amount column and we have added that two amount and entered the total amount, purchases amount on inner amount column. Then we have subtracted purchases written from the purchases amount. Then only we have the final net purchases amount is entered on outer amount column, right? On debit side of the trading account, right? Similarly, on credit side, we have to enter cash sales 85,000 inner amount column, and credit sales 60,000 is to be entered inner amount column. Then we have to add this both amount 85,000 plus 60,000. We got 1,45,000. That amount also we enter inner amount column, because we have small calculation here only. We should enter inner amount column. Okay. After enter the sales account credit side trading account, we have to find whether they given sales return. Yes, they have given sales returns 3,000 rupees. Okay, so we have to do some calculation with the sales return. So on credit side, we have to subtract sales return from the sales account. Okay, so for that we have to write less sales return 3,000 rupees in inner amount column. After that we have to subtract 3,000 from 1,45,000. You got 1,42,000. That 1,42,000 is to be entered on outer amount column. Okay. Listen, we have entered all the given information into the trading account, debit side and credit side, right? Now we have to find which side has the higher amount. Okay, let's take debit side 50,000, 12,000, 93,000, 4,000, 2,500, 4,000, 3,500, 11,000 and 7,000. Credit side we have 1,42,000. Which side has the higher value? Of course, debit side has the higher value. How much? 1,87,000. So we have to consider that 1,87,000 as the total. So we have to enter 1,87,000 on the debit side total. The same amount we should enter on the credit side as considered as the total. So on the same horizontal line, we have to enter 1,87,000 on the both the debit and the credit side. Okay. Then we have to find the difference between debit side and credit side. So for that we have to find go for credit side, lesser amount side. Which side has a lesser value? Credit side has the lesser value. How much rupees? 1,42,000 rupees. So we have to difference between the debit and credit side. So for that we have to subtract 1,42,000 from the total amount 1,87,000. So after we subtracted 1,42,000 minus 1,87,000, we will get 45,000. So that amount we have to enter on lesser side. That means credit side. Against this 45,000, you have to write by gross loss carry down. Listen, if the total of debit side is higher, the difference represents gross profit. Gross loss. Listen, if the total of the debit side is higher, the difference represents gross loss. Okay, gross loss carried on. It is transferred to the profit and loss account. Okay, so by gross loss carried on rupees 45,000. So we prepared trading account for the year ended 31st December 2017. Do you have any doubt? Please comment it on the comment box. Thank you. Take care.